Today, I've got an experiment for you. What would happen if we put 24 Fortnite pros and creators into the Hunger Games? That's right, I simulated an entire match and the end results were pretty crazy. Now, this was all just for a bit of fun, so don't take it too seriously. And as you'll see from the end of the video, things did get pretty wacky. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. There's some interesting names, as you can see. We've got the viewing party duo of Antics and Faxity. Cold and Frantic, Green Link Chemistry. You know, they should be a united team in this. We've got Prodage, who I imagine will be playing a full end game in a Hunger Games lobby. Metro hitting deadly pre-fires. If you know, you know. We've got Ninja. I like that image. That image says a lot. Cypher PK, of course. The We Need to Talk picture, doing a lot of work there. We've got Nick A30 and Acorn, the Canadian duo. Two players with different approaches to playing the game, but I'm sure they could do well in the Hunger Games. And we've got Queasy and Veno, 6 out of 12. Never forget, chat, never forget. We've got Boop and Shark in District 7. I feel like another Green Link team. They know each other very well. We've got Clicks, an unknown army with aim assist, of course. Maybe a duo that aren't quite as friendly with each other. If you remember back to the solo invitational where Unknown Army chased Clicks across the entire map to grief him. So, you know, a bit of animosity between these two, but they're pairing up for the purposes of this. We've got Somerset and Moneymaker, just a funny pairing, if I'm honest. And then we scroll down to the final 3 districts, and this is where things get a little bit mad. We've got Peterbot and a Chocolate Cake, the iconic duo. You know, I could have put Poyo with Peterbot, but I thought no. Who would be the funnier option? I think a Chocolate Cake would fit nicely. What's going to happen, by the way, is Peterbot's going to get like eliminated first, and I'll just be left with a Chocolate Cake, and there won't even be any context of a joke, and it just won't be like funny anymore. We've got Dictator Zay, a legend from the early days of Fortnite. If you know, you know. We've got World Cup Booger, the Media King, late night talk show appearer. And then, of course, Mr. Savage, 200 IQ himself, and Prime Stark Season Mongrel. 200 pump, shockwave grenades, Stark rifles. He's here to play, chat. Low-key, if Chocolate Cake can farm mats while Peter farms kills, they could do it. I see the vision. I mean, the Hunger Games, they don't actually work as teams though, do they, chat? Like, they're just from the same place. Like, they're not actually duos, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Okay, let's proceed, chat. Queasy, Frantic, and Ninja work together to get as many supplies as possible. Shark runs away. That's not the Shark we know and love, chat. I thought he'd be W keying straight out of the gate there, trying to get some E-limbs on the board. But it looks like he's playing placement in the Hunger Games. Unknown Army with aim assist and Coach Boop work together to grief the Chocolate Cake. The Chocolate Cake has been eliminated first. Are you serious? The joke has been ruined immediately. The fans' favourite is out. A moment of silence for a Chocolate Cake. Restart? Yeah, genuinely. World Cup Booger runs away from the cornucopia. Okay, he's not too aggressive. Everyone's playing quite conservatively here. This is like an NA Central scrim game. Prime Mongrel runs away from the cornucopia. What are we doing? Who are going to be the W keys in this lobby? Cold finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Ooh, interesting chat. Faxity also finds a bow and arrow. Okay, looks like these two could be the pair to watch here. Dictator's 8 runs away. Nick A30 takes a sickle. That's kind of twisted. Prodage scares Veno away from the cornucopia. Damn. W Italy. The Prodage aura. Pre-fire Metro runs away. Clicks runs away. Savage grabs a sword. Okay, Savage is arming himself. Cypher PK sets an explosive off, killing Antics, Peterbot and Somerset. Okay, well, Peterbot's already out, and we haven't even got past the first day yet. And Cypher PK's just got a triple elimination. Are we serious? Peterbot team full dead first day. Dead off spawn, chat. Moneymaker grabs a jar of fishing bait, while Acorn gets fishing gear. That's an unlikely partnership. I don't know how that's going to work out. Proceed, okay. World Cup Booger over here, Savage and Mongrel talking in the distance. Damn, okay. This is a duo that we kind of expected, I'm not gonna lie. Veno and Faxity work together for the day. Queasy questions his sanity. I feel like he does that every time he plays an opens lobby, so that seems kind of about right. Dictator Zate constructs a surge base. Even in 2026, we've got Zate playing for placement, not keying. The dictator himself, the king of scrims. He's sat in a surge base, chat. Clicks receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Interesting. Cypher PK receives medical supplies. Cypher PK is looking like a front runner to win win this. Moneymaker chases Nick A30. That's rather ominous. Unknown Army with aim assist receives a gaming chair from an unknown sponsor. Well, he's winning now, chat. That's exactly what you want in the Hunger Games, a gaming chair. Just give him a controller with a Zen plugged in, he'll be chilling. Ninja overhears Cold and Shark talking in the distance. That's low-key a power duo, chat. Who do we think's winning, chat? Who are the early predictions right now? I've got a Cypher, I can't lie. World Cup Booger? Yeah, do you think World Cup Booger just pulls like every single zone in the Hunger Games? Like he did in World Cup. Every zone, and a sniper, yeah, receives a heavy sniper from an unknown sponsor. Coach Boop leaves pre-fire Mitro on 1 HP. We've got Netherlands on Netherlands violence. Acorn receives a supply drop. Pradage questions his sanity. Frantic thinks about home. What are these prompts, man? Fallen tributes. A moment of silence, please, for a chocolate cake. Aussie Antics, Pizza Bot, and Somerset. Coach Boop receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Damn. Moneymaker starts a fire. Acorn sets an explosive off, killing Fagsity and Nick A30. The content creators are getting victimized. Acorn farming tier 5s. Acorn doing the Venom method, yeah. Pradage receives fresh food as well. Okay, Pradage kind of chilling. Ninja starts a fire. Dictator Zate is awoken by nightmares. Queasy convinces Cole to snuggle with him. Okay, we'll leave that one. World Cup Booker, Veno, Shark, and Mr. Savage tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. That would be a hell of a squad, chat. Prime Mongrel thinks about winning. W mentality. Unknown Army receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Damn. Prime Mitro thinks about winning, as he should do. Mongrel and Mitro both thinking about winning. Absolutely no coincidence there. The fact that they both, of course, won Chapter 2, Season 4 from Stark Industries. Frantic loses sight of where she is. Frantic seems to be having a bit of an existential crisis in this Hunger Games. Cypher PK defeats Clicks in a fight but spares his life. Cypher PK is dominating this lobby right now. Clicks camouflages himself in the bushes. Looks like he's playing placement here. Ninja steals from Acorn while he isn't looking. Damn, okay. Ninja setting up some lurk plays by the look of it. Bro thinks he's Phrodoxy or something. Dictator Zate injures himself. No. Coach Boop searches for a water source. Boop seems like he's playing this quite pragmatically. I like the way he's going about this. Cold questions his sanity. Pre-fire Mitro receives medical supplies. Okay, we'll see if these medical supplies come in handy later on. Moneymaker collects floppers from a fishing spot. So, sometimes the prompts do match up. Sometimes they do seem a bit weird. Sometimes, like this one, they seem about right. World Cup Booger, Shark, and Veno hunt for other tributes. Damn. Okay, so we've got a proper alliance here. Pradage receives clean water. Pradage Luki doing well as well. Unknown Army with aim assist begs for Mr. Savage. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, it's getting a bit dark. Unknown Army still alive. That's the important thing there. Queasy tends to Cypher PK's wounds. Well, it would seem like Cypher's W keying run has come to a close here, but Queasy sparing him. Frantic injures herself. Frantic not having a whole amount of success so far. 2 cannon shots. Faxity and Nick A30. So District 1 completely out. Acorn's left as a solo. Moneymaker as a solo. District 10 completely done as well. Mr. Savage and Frantic sleep in shifts, an unlikely duo. Got a big group here as well. Queasy, Acorn, Pradage Clicks, and World Cup Booger all teaming up. Pre-fire Mitro convinces Ninja to snuggle with him. Okay, we didn't need to know that, chat. Shark cooks his food before putting his fire out. Well, that's better than not cooking your food. I like that. I like that from Shark. He's thinking ahead here. Veno receives 5 gifted subs. Twitch ad revenue, even when he's in the Hunger Games, is still coming through. Mongrel looks like he's struggling a bit here, but he is still going in this game. Moneymaker struggling as well, but is still alive. Dictator Zate stays awake all night. That's what happens when you host scrim servers. Coach Boop stays awake all night. Yep, the two scrim aficionados unable to sleep. Pradage travels to higher ground. I feel like Pradage is more of a low ground player, chat. That's kind of unlike him. I would have thought that'd be Queasy traveling to the higher ground or someone else. Not Pradage though. Veno searches for a water source. Unknown Army camouflages himself in the bushes. Another lurker. Cypher PK receives a supply drop. Savage, Mitro, Frantic, and Boop hunting for other tributes. Zate collects floppers. Moneymaker's picking flowers. I don't know what's going on there. Queasy eliminates Acorn. The 5x champ is out. Acorn, 2 eliminations on the board, but ultimately, the battle of the Unk IGLs ends in favour of Queasy. Click stalks Shark. Clearly the Wonky Land Spawn Fighter Global still very much in his head. Prime Mongrel discovers a vault. Damn. Bit of mythic loot. A volcano erupts at the center of the arena. Okay, so I don't know what's going on in this lobby. Some chapter 1 season 8 world building here, clearly. Venno is buried in ash. I assume he's still alive. I don't think that's going to be enough to take him out fully. He's probably on 50 HP now. Unknown army with aim assist suffocates. This game doesn't know about prime unknown, chat. The game doesn't know about unknown army, linear aim assist with an SMG. They don't know about that. Queasy survives, as he should do. Pradage survives. Cold survives. Mitro survives. Money survives. Ninja survives. Boop survives. Zate, Savage all survive. Cypher PK dips his weapon in the lava and kills Frantic with it. Cypher PK is playing to win here. Booga survives. Mongrel survives. Shark survives. Click suffocates. Clicks is down as well. First Peterbot now clicks. All the big players on NA Central are falling down. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Acorn is down. Oh, Venno did actually get eliminated there. I wasn't sure. So Venno's down. Unknown. Frantic and Clicks. Let's have a look at the status quickly. So Cold still going. Pradage and Mitro got full duo. Full duo here as well. Queasy alive. 6 out of 12 duo has been split up. Boop and Shark still going strong. Moneymaker as well. Zate, Buga, Savage and Mongrel all still active in this game. Queasy stays awake all night. Mitro, Boop, Cypher PK and Zate tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Gathering of the Unks, I suppose. Moneymaker lets World Cup Booga into his shelter. What a link up that is. Ninja questions his sanity. Shark stays awake all night. Shark playing solo FNCS right now. Queasy steals from Coach Boop while he isn't looking. Queasy banned from Noble Customs confirmed. Cypher PK camouflaging himself in the bushes, moving like Prime Teeny. Zate surviving. Cold hunting. Moneymaker surviving. Ninja's got a vault, got some mythic loot. World Cup Booga bleeds out due to untreated injuries. The World Cup winner himself out of the lobby. Cypher PK tends to Moneymaker's wounds, an unlikely alliance. Pradage defeats Mitro but spares his life. Very generous. Queasy loses sight of where he is. So it's calming down here, chat. So the calm before the storm, maybe. Now, it might seem like this match is going pretty slowly, but let's just say it won't be long until things go from 0 to 100. Let's get back into it. Mitro steals from Cypher PK. I mean, the way these Hunger Games have gone, I wouldn't be risking that. Pradage gets the supply drop. Queasy tends to cold wounds. Ninja gets the supply drop. Mongrel's hunting. Boop's got floppers. Moneymaker's just chilling. Seems like everyone's chilling, chat. Shark on height. Zate takes full damage. Damn. Couldn't hold high ground in Chapter 7. Two Chapter 2 coded. I mean, looking at the elimination stats, Cypher PK got 4. Not a lot of eliminations in this lobby. Everyone's playing quite passive. Cypher PK, Mitro and Cold track down and kill Prime Mongrel. Mitro betraying his old teammate to eliminate Mongrel. That is brutal, chat. Never did I think I would see the day. The FNCS winners turning on each other. More ghost stories. Shark setting up camp. Zate going to sleep. Okay, it's still quiet. Pradage gets some med supplies. Moneymaker chases Queasy. Mitro's got some clean water. Boop getting chased by Ninja. Savage and Cypher PK working together, chat. It feels like we're going around in circles here, but we're not getting a lot of eliminations. Everyone's kind of just playing passive. No one wants to make the first move here. I want to see some W keying. Zate lurks Cold, but he manages to escape. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think Zate was ever going to lurk on Cold, if we're being honest. A moment of silence for Prime Mongrel, chat. Gone, but not forgotten. Ninja goes to sleep. Savage looks at the night sky. Again, things are just calm. There's not a lot going on here. We need everyone to get a key or get keyed mentality, for real. We need Storm Surge in these Hunger Games. Clearly everyone's playing far too passive. Zate can't start a fire. Shark can start a fire. Moneymaker stays awake all night. I think that's probably fairly accurate to real life. Pradage is humming. Shark decides to spare Savage's life. Respecting the veterans of the Fortnite scene. That's good to see. Zate and Boop, the alliance continues. Cypher PK searching for firewood. Shark destroys Pradage's supplies while he's asleep. That's brutal. No respect for his elders there. Moneymaker fights off 3 people. Little 1v3 from the Swedish controller goat. Zate tends to Queasy's wounds. The Unk IGL sticking together. Savage gets some medical supplies. Moneymaker poisons Mitro's drink, but mistakes it for his own and gets eliminated. Well, I mean, if you gave me 1,000 guesses, that is not how I thought Moneymaker would go down in this lobby. Respect Moneymaker, chat. Respect Moneymaker. Coach Boop accidentally steps on a landmine. Well, I think we can make a fairly safe assumption that Boop is now out of this lobby. I don't see a world in which he survives that one. Shark defeats Savage. I swear this happened already, chat. Shark and Savage are just having mid-game fights every other day right now. Oh, the feast. Cold stabs Queasy with a tree branch. It's kind of twisted, chat. Shark, Ninja, Mr. Savage, and Pre-Fire Metro all died to full damage in unfortunate circumstances. They got chopped on height, very unfortunate. They skybased and got caught, exactly, chat, exactly. Shark, Ninja, Savage, and Metro were skybasing and they got chopped down. And that is all that happened. It wasn't anything worse than that. Cypher is the main character. Cypher decides not to go to the feast. Yeah, he's aura farming, I don't know. He doesn't need a part of this. Zate is playing passive yet again. Cypher PK attempts to climb a tree, but falls on cold, eliminating them both. And just like that, chat, the favourite, the GOAT of this lobby so far, Cypher PK, is eliminated in the most comedic and frankly bizarre of circumstances, and he's taken out Mr. Aura himself cold. Pradaj attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. What are we doing, chat? 7 people have just been eliminated to full damage. You're telling me that no one's keying each other, no one's fighting, and everyone just dies to full. What are we doing, chat? This is a classical Zate performance, low-key. If you weren't around to watch Zate in his prime, chat, when he won FNCS with Saf, this is exactly what he was doing. He wasn't running around trying to get eliminations. He wasn't doing too much. He would alpha the best POI by taking it in scrims and banning anyone that tried to land on him. And he'd simply win the games, chat. 9 people just got eliminated, so I don't know if we're potentially going to have a winner here. I mean, Boop's down, Queasy, Shark, Ninja, Savage, Metro, Cypher, Cold, Pradaj. I mean, who's even still alive here? I mean, surely it's going to be Zate, maybe? And Zate is the only player left in the lobby. Zate is the Hunger Games champion, chat. 0 kill win. What is Zate even doing? They all just sit around, not fighting each other all game. And then we have like 9 people get eliminated to full damage and just leaving Zate as the winner by default. If you enjoyed this style of video, then please let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.